final story tonight is one that should give you pause to give thanks when you hit your knees tonight. It involves some special children who just want to play, and some special people who are helping them to do just that. Frank DeFord profiles a league that's in the business of making small miracles come true.
In many ways, Lauren Gunder is just like most 11-year-old kids from Atlanta. She likes the Backstreet Boys, Harry Potter, and of course, the Braves.
What's the matter with the Braves this year?
You need to talk to Bobby Cox about that one.
You want me to talk to Bobby Cox and ask him what's the matter?
I don't manage him, I just listen to him.
But unlike most 11-year-olds, Lauren has brittle bone disease, a rare genetic disorder that makes her bones very susceptible to breaking. It has also left her legally blind with extremely limited vision. When Lauren's mother, Jennifer, first learned of her condition, the prognosis was dire.
She would go blind first, then she would lose her hearing, and by her first birthday we could expect to lose her.
However, with the help of experimental drugs, Lauren has thrived, becoming the oldest child to ever survive the disease. But because of her condition, she was unable to do what most kids take for granted: play on a baseball team.
We've had to say no so many times over the years for a child who wants to do all the normal things. She would bring home the flyers from school where the kids were all signing up for the latest soccer league or the baseball teams or basketball.
Instead, Lauren was limited to playing backyard baseball with her dad and her best friend, Amanda.
Is your father any good?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Yeah, I want you to answer that.
From a standpoint, yes.
How about Amanda? How good is she?
She's good.
I'm glad to hear somebody on this team is good. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
Lauren wasn't the only Atlanta youngster who felt excluded from recreational sports. The same held true for 13-year-old Lindsey Garner, who suffers from muscular dystrophy. Originally, the games were played on a regular baseball field, but the kids struggled getting their wheelchairs through the grass and the dirt. So the Rockdale County Rotary Club and surrounding community worked together to raise over $750,000 to build a state-of-the-art synthetic turf field that's fully handicap accessible. The field opened last April. The 35 original Miracle Leaguers have now expanded to 120 players, and to date the field remains the only one of its kind.
Look at that. Woo!
What does the Miracle League mean to you, Lauren?
Well, first of all, it means that I get to live my dream of playing baseball like my friends. And second, it means I get to make new friends and meet new people. Third, it means I just get to have fun.
This is Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
You play Saturdays, right?
I have a game on Friday.
Friday. So when do you start thinking about that?
I think about it all week.
We would never have envisioned that a child who fractures easily and is visually impaired would be playing a sport.
Lauren's mother has seen the impact that playing in the league has had on her daughter.
It's great for her self-esteem to be part of something, to feel like a normal kid, that she can go to school and talk about her game when the other kids are talking about their games. You know, she's just part of the gang.
And it's not just the kids who get something out of the league. For the parents, many of whom have to work full-time just taking care of their kids, it's a joy as well.
You see these parents in the stand cheering them on. I mean, going around first base, second base. It's as much a thrill as it is playing in the state finals of a baseball game.
For Lindsay and for many of the kids in the league, it's a miracle that they're able to play baseball. But for Russ Slade's son, Nicholas, a 5-year-old who was born without eyes, it's a miracle he's even alive.
My son had a massive seizure, and it put him into a state of a coma, and we thought that his life was nearly ended. But we kept talking to him about playing baseball and being with all his friends, and a miracle happened, I guess. He just came out of his coma, and a week later we was out playing baseball.
A week after he almost died, he was in the Miracle League.
Right. We were there for the opening ceremonies of the Miracle League, and Nicholas got to throw out the first baseball. That was the most exciting thing I ever saw. It just brought tears to my eyes just seeing him out there, because knowing that I almost lost him.
All right, run, man. Come to the bat, brother. Go.
For a child with a serious medical condition, the worst thing about being sick is being sick. But the second worst thing is being different. Buddies who help these handicapped kids get to first base don't necessarily just stop there. They might take them all the way home with them and find out that their new friends are not so different after all.
Yeah, a lot of the players are my friends.
13-year-old Casey Presley and his friend Austin Gouldsby have been playing together for 3 years.
When you see those kids out there, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel real good about myself.
It does.
That I get to help them do something that they usually can't do.
After all, young people with disabilities are not just patients. They're also, in all ways, children. And just like Nicholas Slade, they need fun and games, too.
Hey, Nicholas, can you come over and sing Take Me Out of the Ball Game? Could you do that?
To the ball game. Take.
Oh, I don't care if I ever get back, so it's root for the whole team. If they don't win, it's a shame.
Forest 1, 2. Oh, ball.
Frank, I confess, the first time I watched the piece, I was reduced to a blubbering, sobbing mess.
If you don't act that way, you've got a heart of stone.
The Miracle League is remarkable. Is it open to any and all children in the area who are physically or mentally or developmentally challenged?
Anyone whatsoever, and they just were amazed at how many children, it turns out, fall into that category, much more than they ever imagined.
I know the Rotary Club, you said, paid for the field. How's the league funded? I mean, or is it all volunteers all the time?
The big chunk came from McDonald's. They gave over $300,000. But a lot of it came from the nickels and dimes and going around and knocking on doors and saying, can you contribute, you know, you Mr. Store, you Mr. Shop, or just the people. That's the only way that it can be done, with just a general community help. Hey, this is for you. This is for one of the teams. A signed baseball from the Miracle League.
You know what? I'll treasure it, really.
Yeah.
Because it really was an extraordinary story.
Well, it was good for me, too.